2 years to the day. The funny thing is, I was just thinking about this earlier this week. So basically, it's about 2 years to the day where the market, we were having that crazy run, and then all of a sudden, boom, just stopped. It was March the 4th of 2022. And I remember where I was. I was in the Dominican, and we just had a couple of listings hit the market that week. And I called into my office and I said, what's going on with the listings here? How come we're not getting any showings? Especially on the new ones, which a new listing back then would be, full of activity. But they said nothing's changed. It's on there. Everything seems to be correct. We're just not getting viewings. And it was only like I came to that realization at that moment that the interest rates that went up marginally at the time in March of 2022, March 4th of 2022, that marginal increase was enough to just stop the market. And, I remember at the time, looking back and thinking, what the hell happened? And it was a combination of the rates going up. It was a combination of the Ukraine and Russia war just beginning. And then, buyers just being pissed off and fatigued with the market. And it was a tough time to be a buyer. Where are we 2 years later? Well, looking back, compared to where we were, 2 years ago and, just when we were at that real peak, I believe we're in a better place today than where we were back then. I believe pricing has had that huge spike and then it's kind of stabilized a little bit. Now we're not necessarily hitting those numbers that we did a couple of years ago, but I would say it's a lot more stable now. Buyers are being a lot more cautious, even in multiple offer scenarios where they're submitting their offers. They're putting in a finance condition, they're putting in a home inspection condition, they're putting in a sale of their own property if they've got a house to sell. So buyers are coming in a lot more prudently. We can have, for example, 10 offers on a property today, which still happens. But half of them are going to have conditions, whereas 2 years ago, basically none of them had conditions. Buyers they recognized if they went in with conditions, they likely were not going to get the house. Now there's a good possibility they're going to get the house, even with conditions. It really comes down to other factors of your offer. So I believe the industry has learned from that madness back then. But wanted to share that on almost like the 2-year anniversary. Nothing really to celebrate, but just more of just something that came to mind basically exactly 2 years ago today. It just stopped. And then from there, we did a great job of, at least in this region, of kind of bouncing back and becoming a strong market again and kind of getting our footing back on the ground. Sellers selling, buyers buying. But anyways, long video, just figured I'd share that with you guys. See ya.